What if the most important changes in a country weren't happening in the headlines, but in the soil beneath your feet? While the world still thinks of Jamaica as beaches, music, and resorts, something far bigger has been quietly unfolding. Highways are stretching across mountains, railways are rumbling back to life, solar fields are rising from once empty plains, airports are expanding to handle planes from the other side of the globe, and entire smart cities are being planned from scratch. None of this is random. Piece by piece, a blueprint is emerging, one that could redefine Jamaica's role in the Caribbean and the world. The railways return. Once, Jamaica's rail lines were symbols of a bygone era, relics of the colonial industrial age. For decades, they sat unused, overtaken by trucks and traffic. Now, they're coming back. Not for nostalgia, but for strategy. Positioned at the heart of the Americas, with deep water ports and growing logistics infrastructure, Jamaica sees rail not as an old technology, but as leverage. In March 2025, a 15-year, $33 million deal brought the freight lines from Old Harbor to Linstead and Bog Walk to Port Esquivel back into action. The mission? Move over 1 million tons of limestone, gravel, and marl, materials that currently clog highways with endless diesel trucks. One working freight line can replace hundreds of trucks. 3 or 4. That changes the entire logistics game. Exports speed up, costs drop, competitiveness rises, and the island edges closer to becoming a shipping and trade powerhouse. The highway arteries. In the 1990s, Jamaica's vehicle numbers skyrocketed, but the roads didn't. Congestion, accidents, and lost productivity drained over $100 million Jamaican dollars a year from the economy. The solution was bold. Highway 2000, the country's first high-speed highway network. Over 120 kilometers are already in use, with plans to extend past 230 kilometers. If Jamaica were a living body, Highway 2000 would be its main artery, moving not just cars, but opportunity, commerce, and connection. Every new kilometer built increases the speed of trade, travel, and growth, powering the future. But mobility is nothing without energy. The question is, can Jamaica power itself without relying on imported oil? The target is clear: 50% renewable energy by 2030. Between 2025 and 2028, $300 million will be poured into solar farms, wind projects, and one of the Caribbean's largest battery storage facilities. It's not just about going green, it's about economic independence, lower fuel costs, stable energy prices, and up to 7,500 new jobs in green tech and agriculture-linked industries. Energy won't just be consumed. It will drive new sectors of the economy. Opening the sky, Sangster International Airport. Over 80% of Jamaica's tourists land at Sangster International. Until recently, its runway size limited the types of planes it could handle. That meant fewer direct flights from major tourism markets overseas. Between 2019 and 2023, the runway was extended by nearly 400 meters, enough to land wide-body jets from Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. This one change transforms Montego Bay from a regional gateway into a truly global hub. And the expansion continues. A new East Concourse will bring more gates, faster boarding, and an airport experience built for millions more passengers a year. What if you could build a city that isn't trapped by old infrastructure? One that's designed for the future from the ground up. That's the vision for Greater Bernard Lodge in St. Catherine. Spread over 5,400 acres, it will combine agriculture, housing, retail, and industry into a single, interconnected hub. Security will be high-tech: drones, satellite monitoring, rapid response systems. Roads will be wide, pedestrian areas safe, and utilities built to smart city standards. It's not just an urban project. It's a blueprint for how Jamaica could grow sustainably while reducing dependence on imports. From resorts to homes. A shift in vision. In 2014, China Harbor Engineering Company made headlines for building the North-South Highway. That same year, away from the spotlight, it quietly bought 740 acres of prime coastal land in Mamei Bay. Originally, it was going to be a luxury resort, but as Jamaica's housing crisis deepened, the plan evolved. Instead of temporary spaces for tourists, the vision shifted to permanent homes for Jamaicans, master-planned communities with schools, shops, and green spaces. It's a rare case of tourism-driven investment pivoting to meet local needs. The bigger picture. From freight trains to high-speed highways, from solar farms to smart cities, Jamaica's transformation is already underway. These aren't isolated upgrades. They are steps in a larger plan, one that could redefine the island's economy, identity, and place in the world. The question is, will this transformation fulfill its promise for everyone, or will it leave some behind? Because direction is everything. And once a country chooses a path, it shapes the next century.